Justin Douglas, he catches it on the floor. Tiptoe into the end zone. Touchdown!
I'm ready to rock and roll. Here we go.
I know I'm asking a lot, you guys, but hunker it down one more time.
And it's always dropped like a rock. Big hole. Samuel. Oh, he's gone.
Almighty, did you see what he did?
Boykin takes it all the way.
He just stepped on their face with a hobnail boot and broke their nose.
Here comes the pressure from the edges. We're going to get, no, he got out. And then we drilled him into the turf again.
Joe will try to kick one 100,000 miles.
And the kick is gone.
Oh, look at the sugar falling out of the sky. Look at the sugar falling out of the sky.
It is a very cool, crisp, and sunny fall day here in Athens as the Bulldogs are back between the hedges to face the Bengals of Idaho State for the first time ever. Both teams coming off overtime losses, albeit at a completely different level. The Dogs falling to Florida and Jacksonville, while Idaho State lost to Montana State, which, by the way, is ranked number 11 among FCS teams. The Bengals have never traveled this far east to play a game, and it's a difficult setting for them to end a streak of 25 straight road losses, which dates back 4 seasons. It's Georgia and Idaho State coming up here at Sanford Stadium this afternoon. And this is Countdown to Kickoff.
The Countdown to Kickoff is presented by BB&T. Visit us today and know how it feels to know more. BB&T, best bank in town since 1872. Member FDIC.
Oh, Des Bryant unloaded on. He takes it all the way for the second time this year.
Today's pregame coverage of Georgia football is also brought to you by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, by Eckrich Meats. It's Eckrich season. Make your moments rich with Eckrich. AutoZone. Get in the zone. AutoZone. And by Nature's Own, the official bread of the Georgia Bulldogs. In less than 30 minutes, toe meets leather. We'll rejoin Scott Howard and Eric Zier for the Ford Keys to the Game after this 2-minute timeout on the Georgia Bulldog Radio Network from ISP. This is Georgia football.
Tipped and intercepted. In your face. He caught it in. He towed the line on the back portion of the end zone.
From ISP.
Post route. Caught by Green. He bumped by a man into the far corner. He's going to get there first. Touchdown.
Live play-by-play action of Bulldog football is brought to you by Marathon Petroleum, fueling the American spirit. By BB&T. Visit us today and move in a brighter financial direction. BB&T, best bank in town since 1872. Member FDIC. Champion Windows, Siding and Patio Rooms. Factory Direct since 1953. Ackerman Security, the official security provider for the Bulldog Nation. By AutoZone. Charter Communications. Get the fastest internet speeds in the area with Charter's ultra-fast Ultra 60. Call 888-GET-CHARTER or go to charter.com/ultra for more information. By John Deere. Nothing runs like a deer. Sherwin-Williams. Ask Sherwin-Williams how you can make the most of your color with the very best paint. By Texaco. People who know cars trust the unbeatable cleaning power of Texaco with Techron. McDonald's. I'm loving it. By Aaron's. Nobody beats Aaron's prices. Nobody. Cook's Pest Control and Centricon. The unbeatable combination for termite protection. By Nature's Own, the official bread of the Georgia Bulldogs. Your Georgia Ford dealers. Coach Mark Richt and Ford Trucks team up. Find out more at GeorgiaSaturdays.com today. The Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day. Regions Bank, the official bank of the Southeastern Conference. By ServPro, fire and water damage cleanup and restoration. ServPro, like it never happened. Budweiser, with full flavor and a crisp, clean finish. It's what we do. And by State Farm. All season long, State Farm's proud to be there as your Bulldog sponsor. It's game time on the Georgia Bulldog Radio Network from ISP. High above Sanford Stadium in Athens. Alongside Eric Zier, here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
University of Georgia Redcoats with the national anthem here on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon. Georgia and Idaho State coming up just momentarily. We're less than 10 minutes from kicking this one off. Currently 47 degrees, wind out of the northwest. Appears to be picking up a little bit. The last forecast said 7 miles per hour, but maybe gusts of up to 12 to 15 miles an hour in the stadium. We'll see how that affects today's kicking game and such. Dog fans, join us every Sunday from
there by Aaron Murray.
3rd down and 2 now for Georgia. I formation. Here's Caleb King taking the handoff, going to get to the right side, wrapped up from behind as A.J. Storms, the linebacker, came in and pulled down King at the 20-yard line. No gain. And 4th down now for Georgia as the field goal kicking unit will trot out onto the field to a smattering of unpleasant boos from the fans. I guess the Bulldog faithful wanted the Dogs to go for it on 4th and 2. Here's Blair Walsh from the far hash. Butler holds on the 28, the 38-yard attempt. The kick is away, and the kick is good. Points on the board for Georgia. The Dogs lead it 3-0 with 12 minutes to go in quarter number 1 as the Bulldogs score on their first possession. They would have rather had 7, but they'll take the 3 and move on from here. You can show your Georgia spirit all season long with Nature's Own, the official bread of UGA. Find them on Facebook or visit nature'sownbread.com. Nature's Own, we are nature's baker. Let's go to our Bulldog Network studio. There's the snap from Ben Jones, the center. Murray throws quickly out of the reach of A.J. Green. Had to get rid of it in a hurry, and Aaron ended up on his back on the logo. A.J. Storms came flying in on the blitz. And another incomplete pass brings up 4th down. And Blair Walsh is going to get an opportunity to try a long field goal here from 52, maybe 53 yards. Butler will kneel down between the 42 and the 43. And Walsh will kick it from the far hash. The kick is away. It is end over end, and it is good. 52, 53 yards, depending on the official score. We'll see where they spot it. His career long is 53, and he just boomed another one, as Walsh is now 8 for 12 in his career from 50-plus. That's amazing. Yeah, 6-0 Georgia.
And he hit that one right as he hit it. The wind, again, is gusting right now. That wind picked up right as he hit it, and still plenty of leg to knock it through the uprights. All that on a cold day as well, so the ball's a little bit harder, not traveling as far. So just a testament to the kind of leg that Blair has.
1:19 remaining in the opening quarter. Georgia leads at 6-0. Don't forget, after the game, Dog Talk live from Hotel Indigo in downtown Athens. And Bulldog football is brought to you by BB&T, best bank in town. And it'll be 2nd down and goal from right there on the 3.
And Houdin, only 5'10", 230 pounds, but brought every bit of it there on that tackle.
Dogs line up over the ball. Jones, Gates, and Glenn, Sturdivant and Bowling, and the tight end Aaron White to the right side. I formation. Toss it to Caleb King, running to the right. Block of Chappas, hops over a man, into the end zone, touchdown. Caleb King hopped over his blocker, Sean Chappas, who had flattened his defender. And Caleb with the 6 makes it 12-0 Georgia with 12:55 to go in the second quarter.
Another great block there by Sean Chappas. He was the star of that drive with some of the blocks that he threw, springing a number of those running plays. Good job getting out on the edge. A little cut block on safeties that were coming. Ben Jones, good job on that play as well, blocking up front.
Point after try by Blair Walsh is good. That Georgia touchdown brought to you by AirTran Airways, Atlanta's only airline with Wi-Fi on every flight. 13-0 Georgia over Idaho State on Caleb King's 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. The Bulldogs out front. Back after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Radio Network.
To find a quick little seam, get in the backfield immediately. A little unfortunate he didn't make that tackle.
3rd down, 9 3/4 for Idaho State. They got about the length of the football gain on that last play. They slide a man in motion. They're tight end. They work out of the shotgun. Play clock down to 3, now down to 2. They get the snap off. Hill in the pocket, throws over the middle, and it's easily intercepted. Rambo at the 40. Rambo cuts at the 30. Rambo angling this way at the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, right corner, Bakari Rambo. Wanted to go to Roderick Rumble, but overthrew him, and Rambo just had it land right in his gut. It was an easy interception. The return not as easily. He had to weave through a little bit of traffic, but Bakari Rambo with the touchdown to make it 19-0. That's the Dogs' second pick six of the year.
Good athletic return there by Rambo. Like you mentioned, Scott, the interception was pretty easy. The return is where all the athleticism showed through, but just sitting back in cover two, ball came right to him, easy pick, and then the nice return for 6.
Walsh with the point after. It's good. That Georgia touchdown brought to you by AirTran Airways. Go, there's nothing stopping you. 20-0, Georgia leads Idaho State. Back in a moment, Georgia Bulldogs Radio Network.
Way too much for Idaho State to handle. We're 2 or 3 steps ahead of them on every play. Even when they've got some pretty well-designed plays, we're able to cut running backs off on that play. We're able to get outside as Moore was on that little swing pass that actually was a lateral, but we're out there before he is.
No gain as Moore was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 for Idaho State. Pressure, another interception. Boykin picks it off, headed to the end zone, dragging the tackler with him inside the 5. Brandon Boykin picked it off around the 20-yard line and headed for the end zone. It was Tavoy Moore wrapping him up and finally dragging him down. One of the Georgia players carrying Boykin off to the sideline. That was Rambo. It had him in his arms and carried him off, but another interception for the Georgia defense, and the Dogs have it 1st and goal at the Idaho State 3-yard line now.
Idaho State has a slant-flat combination, and the flat route really never got outside. I think Hill was trying to throw it to the slant coming behind that flat route, but because that flat didn't get outside, Brandon was standing right there to make the pick, and an easy pick at that.
Second interception of the year for Boykin. We run out of the eye. We'll throw it far side. A.J. Green, easy touchdown on the fade, far left corner. Murray floated it up there. Green ran a nice pattern, a little bit of a push off over there, but no one saw it. And it floated right down into the arms of A.J. Green for another touchdown. His 20th career touchdown as a Bulldog.
Yeah, just too easy there. You get one-on-one outside with A.J. Green. Regardless of who you are playing defense, that's an awfully tough task and pretty easy to execute there for Georgia.
Point after try by Walsh is good. 27-0 now. Bulldogs lead it here in the second quarter. That Georgia touchdown brought to you by AirTran Airways with great low fares to Florida and the Caribbean. 10:40 to go, first half. It's all Bulldogs, 27-0 over the Bengals of Idaho State. Timeout. Back in a moment, Georgia Bulldogs Radio Network.
That's really what you see at strong safety. With most teams that we play, he's inside, so taking a lot of punishment, but is in a lot of spots for this Idaho State defense.
3 receivers to the left side for Aaron Murray, 1 to the right. That's Marlon Brown down low. Ely's the lone setback, offset in the shotgun. Murray with the snap, quick blitz and a quick throw. A.J. Green caught at the 37, stiff arms a man out to the 30, outside far sideline 20, down the sideline 10, 5, touchdown A.J. Green. That stiff arm is a great weapon.
You just can't do it. You can't go man up. It's what Idaho State did there. They man up. They bring linebacker pressure. Just a side adjustment there by A.J. Easy pitch and catch. And you get A.J. one-on-one. I don't care who you are. He's just almost impossible to bring down.
Point after try by Walsh is good. He's getting a workout today. 5:32 to go in the first half. It is Georgia 34 and Idaho State nothing. That Georgia touchdown brought to you by AirTran Airways, offering great low fares to over 60 cities. Down to the sidelines, and Chuck Dowdle for Cook's Pest Control Sideline Report. Chuck?
Scott, well, you guys mentioned the stiff arm, but I got to tell you, as I've often mentioned, you can't see a lot down here sometimes, but what you could see there at field level was A.J. had a second speed, and then he had a third gear. And when he hit that third gear, it was off to the end zone.
From just outside the 6-yard line.
And a better job by Marlon Brown there at catching that flat route, making one move and getting upfield. Same pass that he caught a few plays ago. We mentioned that he did a little shake and bake, did a little too much shake and bake, and didn't get upfield initially. Came back to the sideline, got coached up there, caught the pass, one move, and got upfield.
15-yard pickup. 2 receivers to the left now. Caleb King, one of them in the inside slot. Murray will throw over the middle. Easy touchdown, wide open. Bruce Figgins out of Columbus. And look at the team just cover up Bruce Figgins. who missed all of last season. That's his first touchdown catch this year. And he had 11 guys jumping on him in the back of the end zone after that touchdown catch.
Boy, Bruce Figgins, just a little hook route, but give Aaron Murray credit. His eyes immediately went to the left. Bruce Figgins there to the right side of that formation, but Aaron got everybody going with his eyes, came back to Bruce. It was wide open.
Walsh with the point after. It's good. 6-yard touchdown pass to Bruce Figgins. His second career touchdown and first since we played Oklahoma State 3 years ago in 2007. That Georgia touchdown brought to you by AirTran Airways, the official airline of the away game, and Idaho State wishes they were on AirTran right now. It's 41-0, leading Idaho State with a minute and a second to go here in the first half. Let's go back to David Shoemate in our Bulldog Network studios for a scoreboard update.
Yeah, that may be against the laws of physics not to be able to get the touchdown on that. You can't even see. There's barely air between the goal line and the tip of the ball. So long as we're not going backwards, I don't see how we don't score.
Well, we're back up over at 2nd and goal from the 1-inch line. Murray under center. We slide a man in motion, give it to Chappis again. This time he does score, going behind right guard, falling into the end zone. Touchdown for the senior, and the Dogs lead it 47-0. Sharing the wealth today.
Sharing the wealth and a good start there. And again, sparked by special teams. It happened in the first half. We had the partially blocked punt that helped get us going. Defensively helped get us going as well. So putting points up on the board with help from every aspect of the team here.
Walsh with another extra point. It's good, 48-0. That Georgia touchdown brought to you by AirTran Airways, offering great low fares to over 60 cities. Timeout here in the third quarter, 11:46 to go. It's 48-0 Dogs. Back in a moment on the Bulldogs Radio Network. Near the first down marker. Did he get it? I think he did. They give it to him up on the 25. Didn't look like he got quite that far, but they spot it on the 25 and give him a first down. So a 12-yard pickup for the Bengals on that pass play. And a first down, only the third of the day by Idaho State. 2 receivers to the far side and 3 to the near side. Empty set for the redshirt freshman quarterback Kyle Morris. In the shotgun, there's the snap. On the far hash, he'll throw it quickly. And it's picked. Vance Cuff, he's going to take it to the house right now. Touchdown. Cuff with a 25-yard interception return for a score down the far sideline. The second defensive touchdown of the day. And see, you said it earlier. You said we're going to get another defensive score and blah, blah, blah.
That's right.
There's the beginning of the blah, blah, blah.
There's the beginning of the blah, blah, blah. We'll finish that statement if it does indeed happen. But you just kind of felt that we'd get one more on the defensive side, and that really was a gift. We're playing cover 2, a hitch right into cover 2. Vance Cuff doesn't even have to move. He's right there in position to make that pick. We talked about earlier in the game the confusion Idaho State had where Morris threw it deep. Receiver ran a hitch route because he thought it was pressed there. He should have run a fade route and converted that hitch into a takeoff. Didn't do it. Result, pick 6 for us.
Extra point is good by Walsh. That Georgia touchdown brought to you by AirTran Airways, the official airline of the away game. You knew once Cuff had it in his hands, no one was going to catch him. He's one of the fastest players on this Georgia team, and that is his first career interception, and it goes for a touchdown, and Georgia now leading it 55-0 over Idaho State. You can show your Georgia spirit all season long with Nature's Own, the official bread of UGA. Find them on Facebook or visit nature'sownbread.com. Funny story about Vance Cuff. When we come back, we're going to check in with David Shoemate in our Bulldog Network studio. David, thank you very much. 3:30 to go in the third quarter. Dogs with a whopping 55-0 lead. Let's go down to the sidelines and Chuck Dowdle for Cook's Pest Control sideline report. Chuck?
Scott, I want to hear the funny story about Vance Cuff, so let me get back to you.
Bogate's going to kick it off for the Dogs. A long, high end-over-end kick. Tavoy Moore reaches up high and will catch it in the end zone and take a knee for the touchback. So Bogate with an easy touchback, kicking with the win. The funny story about Cuff is, if you guys recall last year in the Georgia Tech game, Demarius Thomas, which was it? Demarius Thomas scored a long touchdown.
The story's over.
It was a long touchdown run. It was a long, come on, I'm old here.
You've ruined it.
Yeah, you guys. Anyway, Thomas scores a touchdown for Georgia Tech on a quick out. It was like we throw to A.J. Green, like the little screens to the side. And it was about a 70-yard pass play. Well, Cuff was in coverage. Thomas gives him a stiff arm, and he runs down the sideline for a touchdown. I'll tell you the rest in a second. Here's the snap. Boise State, 1st and 10 from the 20. And they hand it off to Pleasant. Well, now it's not going to be that good. Pleasant gets about 3 yards on the carry. It's going to be second down and now about 7.
All right, Scott, you've got to bring it home now. I mean, bring it home because it started off. This is just terrible.
I'll say, okay, so Cuff gives up the score, right? Georgia Tech, long touchdown, got stiff-armed. And there were pictures of it everywhere, in the newspaper, online the next day. The stiff arm of Vance Cuff. He's grasping at Thomas, and Thomas is just pushing him away and goes for the long score. Here's Boise State now with another, or rather Idaho State, with another handoff here to the 25, maybe the 26, a minimal game. Well, they keep playing here. I can't tell my story. So anyway, Cuff is all down. He said that's the most depressing moment he's had in his Georgia career.
Right.
He said that play still haunts him. He's just torn up about it. So later that week, he gets an email from his father. He sees his dad's email address in his inbox, and he thinks, "Oh, this is Dad gonna lift my spirits. He's gonna cheer me up." So he clicks on the email. He opens up the email from his dad. It's the picture of Cuff being stiff-armed by Thomas and going for the touchdown. So even his dad was piling on. Thank you, Tony. Here's a flag on the play.
We've got 30 seconds left in the game.
Nothing like a Curtis. It's 55-0, guys. Come on. We got more hours to fill.
For the snap.
Let's go down to Chuck Donald, see what he's
13
got.
13 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
Golly. Wow.
Oh, boy.
Chuck's doing that still from behind the hedges, though.
Guys, listen, I did mention to you that these defensive backs are playing now like the receivers. I mean, they are really breaking on it.
Yeah, 2 pick sixes today, 3 interceptions for Georgia, 1 for Boykin. And here's the snap. We'll throw it over the middle. Caught by Figgins, the tight end, at the 38. Steps over 2 tacklers before he stopped at the 35-yard line. It'll be shy of the first down, but a pickup of 10 for the tight end Figgins, who had his first touchdown in 3 years earlier today. And it's 4th and about 4.5 for the Bulldogs, and they'll keep the offensive unit on the field and go for it on 4th down. A little bit of a shadow starting to edge onto the turf here at Sanford Stadium now in the west end zone. Snap to Mason on 4th down. He throws, and it is, bobbling catch. No, he dropped it. Oh, he was open. And, that would have been a first down. But Rantavius Wooten couldn't hang on to the ball. The 23-yard line, he had it right in his arms and just couldn't secure it.
Yeah, and a good job there by Hudson Mason staying in the pocket and light of some pressure. He had blitzing Bengals coming right at him, stood tall, delivered a good ball.
So the ball goes over on downs, and we'll take a timeout. 10:39 to go in the ball game. 55-0. Georgia leads Idaho State. Back in a moment. Bulldogs Radio Network. 2 receivers right. Man in tight on the near side. In the shotgun. Here's Mason. He tried to catch it with one hand on the snap, and he dropped it. Snap was a little high and to the left. And Mason tried to field it with the left hand, but ball fell to the turf, and he had to fall on top of it. And that'll bring up 4th down now. And Brandon Bogate will get an opportunity to try a field goal. So Bogate with his first field goal try of the season. They'll spot it on the near hash at the 25 for a 35-yard attempt into the wind. Bogate from California. There's the snap and the hold and the kick. He punches it, and did he have enough? He did not. Off to the right. Looked like if you're playing golf, that looked like a shot that he clubbed. He got too much turf behind the ball.
It looked like he hit it fat, and they just pushed it out there to the right. Bogate's got plenty of legs to make that all day long, but anytime you first get into a game, I'm sure nerves are up a little bit, regardless of what that scoreboard says, and hit it fat.
55 seconds to go. We go down to the sidelines again to Chuck.
Scott, I got to tell you, you've had 2 field goals down on the west end. Not a single touchdown scored on the west end today. How about that?
Wow, that is strange. That is 62 points on the board. And nary a touchdown on the left end of the field. Here's Idaho State from the 20. They'll hand it off. and run it off left side, spinning away from the tackler, Jeremy Sulik, is Corey White, who came into the game as the leading rusher for the Bengals, but that's the first snap he's taken today. Sulik gets the stop after a 2-yard gain, and the clock ticks down under 35 seconds. They'll have to snap it one more time, and then that will be that. And the Dogs will start thinking about the Auburn Tigers, if they haven't already. 20 seconds to go.
We've actually done a good job today not looking ahead.
Yeah.
Up here in the booth, yeah.
Well, we can start doing it now.
Or we can.
2nd down and 8 for Idaho State. They'll hand it off to White again. He just runs into a wall at the 20 and gets shoved backwards underneath the avalanche. Akeem Hebron leading the way for the tackle. That's the last play of the game. Texaco star player of the game. Z, who do you like? While you look at that, I'll tell you this. People who know cars trust the unbeatable cleaning power of Texaco with Techron to clean vital engine parts and help keep their cars running great. Texaco with Techron.
We're going to go star player of the game with the defense. Just a dominating performance today. Had a couple of good performances. A.J. Green was close, but had a couple pick sixes today.
Yeah, that's nice.
I think we give it to the defense as a whole unit.
Bakari Rambo with a pick six. Vance Cuff with a pick six. Brandon Boykin nearly had one. Got the ball down to the 3 on his interception return as Georgia dominates today over tiny Idaho State, 1AA opponent. That their misery continues on the road. 26 straight road losses now. They haven't won a game outside of Pocatello since 2006. And they don't come close here in Athens today. Final score, Georgia 55 and Idaho State 7. Plenty to come in the post-game show. Locker room. Chuck Dowdle will be talking to Bulldog head coach Mark Richt in just a little while. And we'll continue from Sanford Stadium right after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Radio Network.
Snap, hold, kick. No! He missed it. Left. The bench explodes.
2 steps I take and calling out your name. I'm crying out again. It's never enough. Can I bring back better days? And now I see these walls closing in on me. Have been in here too long. Must break it back. All this pain won't let me go. Take it away. Take it away. Getting old today. Take it away. I'm singing. Going on today.
King, the lone setback. He's about 7 or 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the far side for the Dogs, going right to left. Stretch hand off to Caleb King. Big hole! 30, 35, 40. Caleb running behind blockers. 50, 40, 30. Go Caleb! 15, 10, 5. Yes, sir! Touchdown!